welcome back to a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire. In my last video, I said that I would be taking a break from this series, but it turns out I have missed an incredibly important part of the game in my last videos. I have missed perhaps the most important scene that involves Chiku. So I really want to thank NightFox for pointing this out and for telling me about it, because I would have just continued the story without taking the time to free Chiku from the control of the evil Mr. Smith, who happens to be the owner of the Fazclaire nightclub. So I want to take the time today to free Chiku and tell you all how to do it. How do you end up doing this very important task? I'll show you. The first thing you want to do, and perhaps the most important step, is whenever you're prompted to research something, you want to research local missing persons / crimes. So whenever you research something, it's gotta be that. It's gotta be that every time, okay? So by the time you reach night 5 in the game, you'll be able to unlock that special scene with Chiku that allows you to free her. So always research local missing persons / crimes. That's the most important step. Whatever you do in the rest of the game, like in terms of the decisions you make, so long as you don't get killed, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. This is what matters the most. So you just always go with that. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna learn about Chiku and the whereabouts of like the other girls as well. Like, why did they disappear, how it happened, and all that good stuff, as well as like the true identity of Chiku. And that's really what triggers that special scene, because now you know what her true name is and what she used to be before being transformed into the Chiku we all know and love, right? So you just make sure to do that. And once you reach night 5, I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll just take you to night 5 here. Once you reach night 5, if you've researched properly what I told you to research, and what was it? Local missing persons, alright? Keep it in mind. If you've done that, you're gonna reach night 5 with the possibility of unlocking that special scene with Chiku. So it's just gonna go on as it normally would, so I'm just gonna skip through it. I already made a video about that, so if you haven't seen night 5, I would just advise you to look up my video. It's already uploaded. It's all done. So what we do next is we keep prepared dough last, because that's what's gonna take us to Chiku. So you can restock the vodka, you can replace the camera, but you just definitely want to keep prepared though for last. And here we've all seen those things in a previous video of mine. Once again, you can just look it up. I'm just gonna have Zero deal with Sawyer Peck once again. Beautiful name. And here we are, back to this part of the game, but it's going to change quite a bit, as you're gonna see right here. So we're just gonna go down in the hidden pizzeria. I'll just get back into story mode here, and you'll see very quickly that this scene is gonna play out very differently now that we've done the proper research to free Chiku. So you'll love it. You'll love it, I'm sure of it. To my surprise, Chiku is already down here working on the pizza dough. Fancy seeing you here, Chiku. Oh, hi, Josh. I saw that Mr. Smith tasked you with prep work and thought I'd help out. That's rather kind of you. Thanks for the assist. Don't mention it. Part of the reason so much dough needs to be prepped is because I had a few pizza parties during the day shift. People really like our pizza. Even though it costs a bunch, it's easy to persuade them to buy it. Especially if I offer to hand feed it to them. I wink and move to one of the adjacent prep stations. I can imagine why. More time with you is a blessing. Chiku grins from ear to ear as we both tackle making pizza dough. She wasn't lying. With how much we have to prep, the club must go through an army's worth of pizza during the day. The good news is that the work is simple, albeit time-consuming. That gives me time to chat it up with Chiku. Should I tell Chiku I found her past life? And that is something I explored in my previous video. I'm gonna remind some of you Knights, if you forgot about it, or some of you that might have missed that part, what we found about Chiku's past life. Essentially, Chiku was a college student, and she was studying nuclear engineering, and she was also a cheerleader. Bunch of awesome things we found out about Chiku, and the most important part is that her name was Sophia Hart. Sophia Hart, a student at this prestigious college, was studying nuclear engineering, and she was a lovely, adorable cheerleader. So, hey, how about we get a drawing of Chiku in a cheerleader outfit? You gotta make it happen. You have to connect the two, right? You just have to connect both worlds and have Chiku in a cheerleader outfit. I need to see that happen. I need to see that happen. If Krasnu could make it happen, that would be absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you know what? Actually, I'm saying that Krasnu technically already did a drawing of Chiku in a cheerleader outfit. Let me put it up on your screen right now. Let me just get this on your screen. You see this? That was a special Halloween drawing made by Krasnu, and if you focus on Chiku, guess what? Guess what? She is indeed wearing a cheerleader outfit, and how perfect is it? Perfection. Absolute perfection. So, yeah. We already do have a drawing, but it'd be nice to have like a single drawing of Chiku in a cheerleader outfit. That'd be phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, back to the story. Let's go ahead and tell Chiku what we found in the last couple of videos, and let's see how she takes it. I can't keep a lid on this any longer. I have to give Chiku the good news. Since there's no cameras down here in the pizzeria, I should be safe to tell her I found her past life. So, you remember a conversation about you wanting to be a nuclear engineer? Yeah? Why? Well, that gave me a lead in my research. I think I know who you once were. Chiku freezes mid-motion as her eyes pulse red. You shouldn't tell me that. Only Mr. Smith should know. Do I press on regardless? I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. It's the only way to free Chiku. You want to keep going, alright? So, let's just tell Chiku a real name. No risk, no reward. I might be setting myself up here, but I gotta tell her. You used to be Sophia Hart, cheerleader and sophomore at Waterfall Institute studying nuclear engineering. And there you go. That's what I was telling you about. That's what we've discovered in my last video. And how amazing is that? She's a brilliant, beautiful, perfect chicken. At least now she is, but before that she was a perfect, beautiful cheerleader. It doesn't matter, okay? Whether it's Sophia Hart or Chiku, always perfect. You know what I mean? Totally perfect. In an instant, Chiku has me pinned against the wall. I probably deserved it. I'll accept my punishment. Her eyes are rapidly flashing between red and green. Perhaps I screwed up? I must. Her eyes land on green and stay that way. You did it, Josh. You've broken the code lock Mr. Smith had on me. Glad to hear it. Can you, let me down now? She gently releases me and looks at her body, as if seeing it for the first time. I can't believe this is what Mr. Smith turned me into. It's not that bad. I mean, I can understand Sophia Hart is a bit shocked right now, but I feel like a lot of people would think it's pretty good. Hey, matter of fact, I did a poll very recently, and the vast majority of you voted for Chiku as your favorite character in this visual novel, so, that's proof of that. That is proof of that, and that's why I'm making this video as well, you know, because so many of you are interested in Chiku. I wanted to make this video. But I'm free now. I don't have to do what he tells me. Although, maybe I still should until you free the other girls. If he catches on, he might do bad things to them. To me. To you. But if you're free, that means you can leave the nightclub. You can just leave it and join me, but I get her point, though. She's scared that the other girls might suffer because of it. It's a valid point. You're probably not wrong, but at least your mind is your own now. Yeah? Yeah, I can play pretend easily. Even falsify my internal recordings to fool Mr. Smith. I could kiss you senseless right now, but I don't want to risk it. There's no cameras. There's no cameras around here. You can do it. You can do it. Maybe in a future scene. Maybe in a future scene. There's way too much data flowing through my head right now, but maybe later, I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that. I flashed her a smile. Later sounds great. Let's wrap up this pizza thing for now so you have time to think things over. You got it, Josh. And there you have it. There you have it. That's the scene, and that is what I've missed in my last videos. I had the opportunity to free Chiku, but I just didn't know how to do it. But thanks to NightFox, he informed me of how to do it. So now I'm informing you how to do it yourself. So be sure to do it. Be sure to free Chiku. It's very important. And whatever research you do after that doesn't really matter. So we can just go ahead and research physical security systems. That should be fine. And boom, there you go, 9-5 complete. And that pretty much wraps up what I wanted to show you. As simple as that. It's probably going to be one of my shorter videos when it comes to a Fortnight at Frenni Fazclaire, but that's really what I wanted to show you. I wanted to tell you how to free Chiku. I think it's going to play a very important part in future updates of the game, and you know, whenever the game is going to be complete, when you're going to reach like an ending, this will definitely be a vital part of that ending, like being able to leave with Chiku and just have her be completely free. So now the question becomes, how do we free the other girls, right? Because Chiku's fine, but there's still Frenni, there's still Bonfi, there's still Fexa. I feel like a lot of you would be upset if I don't attempt to free Fexa, so I'll try. So yeah, I don't think you can do that just yet. I feel you'll have to wait for the other nights to be released, then you might be able to free the other girls. And it'll probably involve some other research, so not necessarily local missing persons, it might be another one. So time will tell, but for now, we have the ability to free Chiku, and we absolutely should do it. No question about it. All of us should do it, alright? Very important, so there you go. That's pretty much the end of this video. I wanted to do this to cover this very important vital scene, and also, like I said, because of the poll I did, where 50% of you, as of now, voted for Chiku as your favorite character, so there you go. More Chiku content. It's always great, it's always great. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm not gonna keep you here any longer. I think this should be clear enough as to how you can free Chiku in Fortnite at Frenni Fazclaire. And I'm gonna invite you to join the Great Legions Discord server. If you haven't yet, you can talk about your favorite characters in there. You can also support me on Patreon to get access to my videos earlier. So this will probably be posted on Patreon 2 or 3 days before it's uploaded on YouTube. So you can always get to my content a lot faster if you support me on there. And it goes without saying, you should definitely be supporting NightFoxWorks as well. The game has been released for free, so you can download it without any cost whatsoever. I'll have a download link in the video description, so you yourself can just go ahead and play this, make your own decisions, and free Chiku. Don't forget to do it. So there you go. That's really all I had to say. I'm gonna wish you all a good day, or a good evening, whatever time it is on your side. Thank you so much for watching all of this. Take care of yourselves, and with that, as always, Take it away.